What up, Kevin? We'll see if anybody jumps on here. I'm thinking, like, do I just do these where I chat away, or do we actually figure out topics? So that's the topic of this. Do we need a topic? Yeah, I'm assuming it did that. So I figure give it a couple minutes. If nobody, well, if you have stuff to do, go do it. But if nobody logs on, I need to plan it and like say we do it, every Friday at 2 or something. But beginning stages, as they say. Because last time a lot of people logged on, I don't know though, it could have been because of you. Because yeah, it was announced in the Discord. Kind of just looking around the screen to see what all this stuff does. Yeah, I need to do that. I got to figure out a good time, and then I think a weekly one would be smart, unless I go traveling or something, I guess. But do a weekly one where people can come on and hang out, talk. Yeah, I don't know. We're almost 3 minutes in. It might not work, Kev. And I wonder too, so do you know when you see it live, do you know how many people are on? Because last time we had a bunch of people on, so maybe that's incentivizes people to jump on, more people to jump on. Nope, we got a second person, I think. We do. What up, Mega Dog? How's your day going? Yeah. Oh, but does it say it, Kevin, only in here, or does it say it when you go to YouTube? Are you from the Discord as well, Mega? Oh, through YouTube. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do on these is just kind of figure out like an attack plan on live. So, should I try and do it once a week? Do we need topics, or do we want to just see what just comes up to talk about? And so that's my thoughts. Got it, Kevin. Thanks. Oh, we got one more person. So people come. I mean, you don't need to do like this big. Well, I guess it would help. Do you guys get on live ones from other people? Like other reactors? And do they always have topics? And they have themes. But on those mega, it's not the band guys, right? It's reactor people that do it. Like, do they do live where you have people from the bands come on? That would be cool. I dig those animated Sabaton ones, mega. I thought they were really neat. I'm gonna do more of those. I kind of gives it like bookends, you know. It makes it cool. It's a great experience. I feel like I learned something and enjoyed something at the same time. Oh, we lost somebody. Yeah, live interviews monopoly. Yeah, that makes sense. Be neat though. I mean, it'd be smart for the artist to do that. If the artist came on once a week and just hung out for a little while, I think that'd be a great idea. It doesn't cost them anything. Or heck, even once a month, you know. Oh, I haven't heard Lady of the Dark. I'll make a note of it. I'll check that out. So far, I liked Night Witches, Mega. I thought that was just great, man. Lady of the Dark. Oh, the lady in the animated video? Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing. Might go to it right now. Yeah, the last time we did these, people gave me suggestions of bands, and nobody's watching the reactions I did to those bands. But Kevin was giving me a hard time because I hated that one. Was it Melted Banana, something? I'm like watching it, thinking, why would you tell me to watch this? I hated it. So, but to be really honest with you, Mega, the first time I heard Sabaton, I don't think I was in love with it, and then it's embarrassing. But at the end, it was Floor singing, and I didn't know who Nightwish was, and so I didn't like how the credits just kept going on and on and on. So and now I like Sabaton, so it's kind of like I guess it's kind of embarrassing, isn't it? At least it's honest. At least it's honest. So I'm thinking everything from Vakken is super cool, man. I mean, some of those Nightwish videos are just amazing from Vakken. I know as soon as I see it, it's gonna be good. Crypta from the Ashes from the Five Women. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. The one I did today, I liked that. Lisa, the Japanese singer. She can sing, man. She was really, really talented. That was good. Yeah, so I'm thinking, I don't know. Do you think, well, maybe this is why, because it's just quiet. Maybe it is better if we have a topic, then there's always something to go back and forth about. But there's also something fun when just chatting, I think. That lady Lisa today, she was really she can really sing, really sing. So that was cool. I talked to a roadie buddy today. I'm gonna bring him on maybe on Saturday, and he got onto this TV show. It's an Indian show. It's called Indian Idol, something like that. And what they do is they have various Indian people who are from different places in the world, and then they vote on who's the best Indian Idol in the world or whatever. So I don't know where they found him. He's a tour manager for bands, and on his little bio, it doesn't even mention any of the music. It mentions like film stuff he did. So but you guys will dig him. He's cool. He's an interesting cat. He was the tour manager of the Chili Peppers when I was out on tour with them, and he was he was a trip. We had a lot of fun. So what's VOA? Oh, never heard of them. It's cool stuff. Well, obviously, you're going to the show. Visions of Atlantis clocks. Right on. I hope you have fun at the show, man. Yeah, I went last night to a friend's birthday, and there's this guy he's famous for being on Venice Beach here in LA. He's been there since like 1980, and he rollerblades and plays the guitar. And the guy was performing at the bar I was at. I thought that was so cool, man. So I watched the guy's whole set, and it was just neat to see this like LA icon guy just hanging out on a stage. Everybody could, where's his rollerblades? I'm like, I bet they're in his car, man. Never leaves home without it. But the guy's been doing Venice Beach, I assume, like every day since like 1980. So what's Visions of Atlantis like? Is it sort of like Nightwish or Sabaton? Or is it more like Visions of Atlantis? Nightwish Pirates. Oh, okay, cool. Right on. Yeah, I'll give that one a go. Got a cool name, that's for sure. So Meg, are you in Finland or where are you? Oh, okay. I've been to Rochester. It's been a long time. Isn't the university up there? Yeah, okay. I forgot we did shows up there with Stone Temple Pilots for one of the schools. It was fun. I forget. I think you have one street there, right, where all the bars are at? It's kind of like famous. No, I'm thinking of Buffalo. Forget it. I sound like a total LA guy now. They're all the same. Well, I don't know how well we're doing here, gents. I think I think what I might do is set this up next time where I give people like a 24-hour heads up or something. So I'll have to figure out how to do that. Actually, I think I already did. I think when I go into this, it asks me when I want to do it, I think. So maybe we'll do that and we'll see how many people log on when I actually tell people. I thought it'd be fun just to surprise people and be like, "Hey, I'm not recording right now. Do you want to talk?" The one the other day was crazy. We had a whole bunch of people, but it was also 2 hours. So it's like, um, it's like a lot of talking, but it's getting used to this thing because it's just one-sided. I'm just talking. So it's kind of weird, but I guess people get used to it because it's real popular. Yep, we got new people. Hello, new people. What bands do you like, new people? Oh, we're up to 6. Record breaking. Hey, Michael, how are you? Well, I didn't do an announcement, so I'm just kind of playing with this thing, Michael, and kind of seeing like how it works and what I should do. Just, I mean, I don't have a bazillion subscribers, so I don't expect to get on and have like 800,000 people. But I thought it'd be interesting just to see what pops up. I know your favorites, yes, I do. And I like a lot of them. Now, one today, I feel bad that that video made me awkward, but it was strange. It was the proximity, and yeah, it was tough. So, but wow, what a singer! I really did. I put it, Michael, right into my playlist immediately. She is really, really good. I loved it. That As the World Burns song is. I thought it said bums. I'm all, as the world bums. That's a track they wrote. That Is the World Bums song is blasting off. And thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. I think I'm doing good. It's fun. It seems to be like people like it. I obviously kind of having fun. It's just learning this whole new realm of stuff. I honestly couldn't believe that people would watch reaction videos. Actually, I didn't know what reaction videos were. And then I was talking to a marketing dude because I was going to hire him to help me with the interviews to get the word out. And so maybe I don't know how you get people to do it. And he mentioned reaction video. And so that stuck with me. And so I looked it up online to see what that even means. And when I looked it up online, I was like, oh, it's like Beavis and Butthead. I could do that. And so that's where I started trying them. But they're really fun. So it's kind of like a video game in a way because you watch 30 reactors. That's crazy, Mega. That's a lot of people. Wow. If you have any suggestions, Megan, let me know them. I'm trying to learn and do better each step. But to me, yeah, it's like a video game because these video games now, what they do is, I have a little village and then my village attacks your village with your buddies back and forth. What's up, crazy? And no problem on checking it out. I'm sorry I hated Mo Banana. But I did like Guitar Wolf. I thought Guitar Wolf was really cool. Okay, Michael. Sounds good. Um, but, uh, but yeah, I thought it was kind of funny that I hated that track so much. I was just like, it's her voice. It was like screechy. I'm like, what the heck are they telling me to watch this for? But then I enjoyed Guitar Wolf more than I thought I would. Very cool, like super fun. That'd be a good show to go to check them out. So I think it is a learn as you go, and that's what's fun. That's the fun part of it, I think, is because I'm learning, but I'm enjoying each step. And there's certain things you learn, like how to tag. I'm kind of like, oh man, that's so smart. I should have been doing that all along. No wonder people do that. And so you kind of switch it up to be like, hmm. But yeah, I like the communication aspect too. It is like I said, it's like that video game where we're all chatting and you get to know people a little bit, and then you relate obviously because the songs that any reactor will keep reacting to. Hopefully, it's because they like them a lot. And so it's nice to have things in common, but it's still that wonderful feeling when somebody tells you to check something out. So like Guitar Wolf, and you're kind of like, that was really good. And I would have never ever found that on my own. Ever, ever, ever. So that's kind of neat. Oh, they played here. Right on. Good mods. Moderators? Powerwolf live is good. I don't know Powerwolf either. Anything wolf, right? Hungry like the wolf. That should have been the topic today. Name songs with wolf. That'd be a good topic. Maybe that's what I should do. Just have stupid topics every week. The dumber, the better. And then just see who comes on to talk about it until nobody comes on. We drink your blood live. Wow. Okay. Look that one up. It's like it or death. We drink your blood. Really? Mike Patton brought them on. Huh. I like Love Bites though. Actually, I shouldn't say though. They're You guys said on this last one, they're coming out with a new video tomorrow. And so is Baby Metal, right? So I have seen The Who. I did one video of them. It was a cover. I think it was Metallica. It was a Metallica cover. I should listen to originals and see what I think, but the Who I had heard of. I just hadn't listened to them, I think. Oh, it was you, Kevin, who sent it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember watching. It's been a while now. It's probably been about a month, but I had heard their name around town too. So I kind of knew who they were, but I don't know their music as well as I should because they made a big they like blew up quick, man, around the world. 'Cause I think they've probably been around for a minute. There's another Metallica thing I'm supposed to listen to here. It was it's the girls in Mexico, the sisters. Apparently, they did a really cool cover. Wolf Totem. Okay, I'll check it out. The Who, right, Julian? Cool. When I got onto this thing, it said that I could change it so you guys can't write for 60 seconds or something. Is it doing that, or can you guys write whenever you want? What got you into liking, or where did you find Baby Metal, Michael, the first time? I didn't think you'd take those suggestions seriously, by the way. Oh, with all of the ones to play? Try different stuff. Why not? I left a link in the comment for the band Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum. I vaguely remember reading that because I was like, what kind of a name of a band is that? I do need to listen. Do seriously hope you check them out. Do the link I left. Crazy. Can you send me that link again? So if I don't reply to you guys, just keep asking for the same song. So a lot of what happens is I'm getting so many comments. I miss stuff, and then some of them they email me some of the comments, and those ones I see it more obviously because it's coming to my email. So, or the other way is get on the Patreon and just write to me stuff on there. I don't think you have to be a member to write to me on there if you want. So, but that's where I got to know Kevin, which I appreciated. So, Kevin was my first a subscriber I spoke to. So I was all excited. Okay. Just reading what you guys got. The warning, their Enter Sandman is what made them viral. So I need to watch that. I was going to send you their Sweet Child of Mine since you're a GNR fan. Oh, that would be cool, Kevin. Yeah, I haven't done any of the bands I actually worked for, which is funny to me. Nobody's asked for any of the videos of them, which I expected. And I'm okay with that. I like the new music, to me at least, the new music to my ears. So I'm all right with that. But it is funny that to me that nobody's cared. So so you were stuck at home with COVID and you started watching YouTube videos and Baby Metal just popped up in your feed? Because that's what happened with me. I didn't have COVID at the time, but that's what happened to me. I think I was looking on like videos released, just something to talk about. And Baby Metal released one and I watched it and I liked it so much. And I was like, this reaction thing could be a lot of fun actually. Because I was just gonna do I don't know, like Simon and Garfunkel and stuff. I didn't really know. So, yeah, the 60-second, that's what I figured crazy, which obviously I'm not going to have, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't like turn that button on or off so that we can all just communicate. Favorite band since reacting? That's a cool question. Um, Michael's going to want me to say Baby Metal, but to be honest, I think it would be I love Ninganisu. I really, really enjoy them. I guess I don't have one. I'm gonna pick a couple. So Nightwish was super cool. I love that I found them by accident, and they're the biggest ones there are to react to, and it was a total mistake to find them. So I like that, and I just love watching Floor sing, and Marco's so cool to me, and he reminds me of a good friend of mine, which I think is neat. So I really like Ningen Isu, and then somebody told me about a band called Voodoo Kung Fu, and man, I thought that was so, so good. So there I got like 12 views. Nobody likes them but oh man, Voodoo Kung Fu, really, really cool. So I'd have to say that those are my 3 that I really I really do like Nemophila a lot. I love how excited they get to play. Skid Row. I never worked for Skid Row. I never did. The Cranberries was a weird tour for me because I had come off of these high testosterone tours, and then I went out with the Cranberries, and it was different. It was a lot more chill audience-wise, so oh, that's cool, Crazy. Yeah, so I that's what I mean, that's why they do it, but it comes through on the feed. So I was said in the last one, for me, it's all these like cop videos arresting people. Although you know what I got lately? It was this guy who he gets the scammers on the phone and then he infiltrates their computer and just destroys their computer systems. And I was loving that. He's funny too. That was a good one. I like that. So that's what's been coming through my feed now. You watch one video and then it's just like plows them through to you. So yeah, with Skid Row, what I think you're thinking of is I'm trying to bring on Snake Sabo. So I've been texting him back and forth, but I'd love to bring him on because he's such a fun character. And I wonder what he thinks of some of these bands. He'll probably know him though. That guy, I don't know, man. He must just research stuff all day. His knowledge base of stuff is crazy. Best looking ladies in attendance and as fans. You know, Poison. Poison attracted the lovely ladies, man. It was crazy. And then they'd bring a bunch of them too. When we get to a city, we'd have all the girls from the Hooters come. so, so there was always a lot of women around on Poison. Nightwish fans are crazy. They do love him. I said on the last one, I brought my friend Wes on, and he said, "What did I say? Wizard music or whatever." And wow, Nightwish fans hated him, but I thought it was funny. Oh, astronomy and true crime. That'd be interesting. The astronomy stuff might be fun. I haven't done any of that. What's the best one you would recommend, Julian? It'd be neat to do ones where they find like new planets. I mean, I don't know how much they can tell you, right? Though it's so far away, but be cool. I liked Within Temptation. I thought it was cool. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to a little bit more. Hey, Big Ragu, what'd you missed? Lots. It's been intense. There's been a lot going on. No, I was just trying to figure out like how I want to keep going from here on out, which is do I just pop on like today, which is not the answer. I think it'd be better if I gave people a heads up, like even by a day, and we'd see who comes on. There'd be snacks. I got snacks. But I'm not allowed to eat on here. I think that was Michael who yelled at me. I don't want to see you chew. I shouldn't laugh because you were trying to be helpful, but I thought it was so funny. But yeah, I got my almonds. I got my spirit almonds. These people who own this company are so nice. They keep writing to me and telling me thank you for talking about their almonds. I think they're like retirees that did this company. They're just the nicest people. Have I reacted to Disturbed? I have not, but I did tour with Disturbed actually, so that could be fun. Do I like Megadeth much? I was never a crazy Megadeth fan, but yeah, of course, they're great. Marty Friedman has his own show in Japan and lots of interviews. That's neat to know. Oh yeah, I should check that and see how he does it. Sharon. Sorry, Jay. Well, Sharon who? And Tom. I think that's how it spells, and I'll check him later. Yeah, let me know. That might be something more interesting than my cop videos of arresting drunk people. Any of the movie reactions? I haven't. And what's interesting about that to me is how can you react for hours, Or you're just sitting there watching some guy just staring at a screen. I don't know how they do that. But it's just crazy how this whole reaction thing has become such a big deal. Oh, Within Temptation, the lead singer. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, her voice was really amazing. So was that how did they get big? Did they went on tour with Evanescence or they're already pretty big? I saw they had a lot of songs on there, so there's a catalog. I mean, it's Megadeth, it's pretty cool, Kevin, yeah. They were already really big, okay. Anton Petrov. I think I heard of that. Yeah, maybe we'll give that a go. I'll get back to you with details. I should react to him. Like, wow, another solar system. The stuff on the wall. No, you know what? No one's ever asked me. So the reason why I did this, the stuff on the wall, is a friend of mine, Cliff. We'll call him Cliff. He said to me, the problem with your interviews is I don't know who's supposed to be in charge because you just none of you guys have anything going on. And I'm like, oh, that's actually true. So I put some stuff on the wall. So the next thing was like, why do you have it all in plastic just hanging there? Why don't you frame it, you cheap bum? So the truth is because it's all listed for sale. Pretty much. I don't have the Beatles thing listed yet, or the Neil Diamond either. I don't think, but that's why. And so the things changed in the beginning of this because I had sold the poster, so the poster gets switched out for something else. But the reason I have them is because I was working as an art and memorabilia dealer for about a decade. And so I went through a lot of posters. I've sold some pretty cool posters. Buddy Holly's last show, so I sold that at Heritage. Um, the last show of Led Zeppelin with John Bonham. That was cool. So I've had some. I love old posters and stuff, and not just music posters. There's just great stuff. Advertising posters are fantastic. Tori Amos. Oh God, I love her. There's one. It was her. You know what got me on her was the "Smells Like Teen Spirit" cover that she did when Kurt Cobain died, and I'm like, man, this is amazing stuff. And then I started listening to her songs after and just fell in love. And she's cool person. I mean, she's a cool person. Crossfaith and Crystal Lake. I did one of the metalcore, bands, there's a period at the end, Earth something, and it didn't it's blocked in most countries, so it was tough. I agree, Jay Will. Yeah, I that's what was fun though, is that there was all this initially it was just J metal I was listening to only, and I was so excited to hear this awesome metal music by these beautiful ladies, by the way, and they're just so incredibly talented. I'm like, who wouldn't want to watch this? And then I just really enjoyed listening to more and more of it. I don't know what we have here in the States or Canada right now, like today, that's like amazing. I did like that one band. They've been around a little bit now, but they say they're well, they say lots of bands are Led Zeppelin ripoffs, but can't think of the band name. You might know what I'm talking about though. They're cool. They're good. And I think they're from the US. Yeah, it's on the poster. You can look it up. I sold it at Heritage Auctions, and you can check out to see what it's actually a really neat looking poster. A handmade bill, yeah, for bands. So I love, Raymond Pettibone. That's Black Flag, and I had tons of time. I sold my flyer collection. I got a lot for it, so I sold it, but I still collect all his zines. They're like comic books that they would sell at, Black Flag shows, and I have almost every single one, so that's where I get dorky, I want them all, so and I've been Greta Van Fleet is the band. Thank you, Kevin, you're absolutely right. And I don't know, are they American? So I read that Big Ragu, yeah, because I did a video and it was of them at a meet and greet and signing stuff. And I read in the comments that somebody said, "Boy, I wish they did that now," and they don't. So I'm not a big collector of autographs. I like autographs when they're incorporated in something special. So like a letter. So I sold a Louis Armstrong letter that he had written to a fan thanking him coming to a show. But he was talking about, if I remember, like the bathroom at the hotel he was staying at and how lavish it was. And that was a cool letter because it was very random and it's Louis Armstrong. So the only like signature stuff, I sold a check that was signed by Marilyn Monroe, but big name, but it just doesn't have the same interest because it's just a check. So what? The claw unconquered, right on. Oh, that band Crazy was Australian, the Wolf one, Wolf Mother, and I thought they were great, but they got quiet quick. Teleside. I haven't heard that one, Max. Thanks. Let's give it a. I get all excited. J metal. What? Never heard of it. Woohoo! Teleside. Yeah, from Michigan. That makes sense. I think Greta Van Fleet's gonna keep doing great stuff. They're very talented. So, it's funny, Michael. I saw that. So Baby Metal, they had come out with an album and it was sold out like within 5 minutes, so nobody got it, which makes sense as far as collectability, but you do want to feed the masses. And then what is it? It's the Nemophila. It's the one they did that was acoustic, the acoustic one, you can't get that either. And I actually looked on eBay and it sells for like 300 bucks. So, yeah, you would think they would make more of it. They would make more money. It's a good point. It's interesting. Yeah, one of the things I used to love to do, and I do talk, I'll say a bunch. I talk about it in my book, but my book's 500 pages long, so I kind of like talked about everything I could think of, I think. But I'd love to go out into the parking lots and you find the people selling the bootleg shirts and you're like, you can't do that. And so I'd get a shirt from them, but then I'd wear the shirt and I remember looking the look at the band's faces when they're looking at you like, who approved that shirt? Where did he get that from? I loved that. One of my favorite things to do. Do I ever ask people for autographs now? And who's the coolest interaction you've had while fanboying? on not being a roadie. So that was cool, actually. One of the last questions I started asking people, it was my friend Rocco Reedy, who's U2's stage manager. And he said, "Who's the most interesting person you've met who's not a musician?" And that was a great question during my interviews. So to answer your one, let's see, the coolest interaction I've had while fanboying, non-roadieing. The first one that comes to mind was Axel, but that's cheating because I was roadieing, I was working for him. No. See, I was working on that one too. Let me think. Who would I run into that was exciting? Okay, here's a good one. So I was a kid and I was at a restaurant that's quite popular here. And I'm probably like, I think I was in high school even. And I was walking around. No, I would have been in college. I would have been 21 or older because I'm sure I was drinking. So I was walking around the corner and I smacked into this lady and she fell on the floor. And I was like, "Oh, are you okay?" And I looked up as this bigger guy and I look up at him and it was Ed O'Neill, it was Al Bundy. And he's like, "Man," he says to me, he goes, "Are you okay? Are you guys okay?" And I just looked at him like, "You are the best TV show ever in the history of television." And then he got swarmed by people and they left the restaurant. But I liked that one. It was cool to have a brief chat with Ed O'Neill, man. That was kind of random and really cool. So first to come to mind, but Ark Royal. I'll check that out too. Ark Royal. Okay. The chronic actor reactors. It's a boy. It's true, Kevin. Kevin wrote here, the less you put out, the more you can charge for it. So that's true. But at the same time, you feed the masses, you eat with the classes. So if you put a lot out and they all buy it, you do really well. And also you delineate your audience because of affordability. People can't afford to pay $500 for a CD, for example. So, but I'm sure they know what they're doing. Baby metal is just getting more and more popular. Am I right? So is Baby Metal coming out with a song tomorrow? That's pretty cool, Big Ragu. That's neat. Neil Young at the record store, how he got the bootleg. If you could send me that link too, that'd be cool. I love Neil Young. Speaking of Canada, good in Family Ties. Who is in Family Ties? Neil Young? Elvis Costello and Diana Krall. That's neat. Oh, how cool is that? Elvis Costello is awesome. I love the song Veronica. Love it, love it. I'm surprised more of these guys at that level, they don't have sites like this where they react to videos and stuff. That's why I started bringing some of these guys on just because it surprises me. It's so easy to do, and it's fun to learn new music. I figured that there would be more people like Justin Hawkins, that one rides again. I did watch a few minutes of that. Oh, is it? That's good to know, man. Elvis Costello is just amazing stuff. Allison, you can listen to it over and over again. It's just such a great song. Yeah, I heard that there was a release tomorrow, and I was told there was a Love Bites release, but you would know, Michael, so I have not watched Modern Family, but I'll bet it's good. I've heard it's really good. They keep getting, nominated for awards. So Dead Man starring Johnny Depp. Yep, I know it. I've heard it before. So he also was on Dead Man Walking. And that is an awesome score. It's Eddie Vedder, Neil Young, and a guy named Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. Say that 5 times fast. But he was like the voice of India, the guy. And that's a killer, killer score. Really, really good. It was awesome, Jay Will, to watch Fleur doing a reaction of herself on Ghost Love Score. It was really, really cool. I loved getting to know her a little tiny bit just by seeing how she reacted to it and how, like, professional she is, even though she and it's gotta be hard to critique yourself because anybody watching themselves is like, wow, like I need to shave. you know, she didn't have to say that, I'm sure, but hey. Delane just dropped a new album. I don't know Delane either. See, this is my thing. I don't know any of these bands. So it's all new, which is awesome. A bit of fun. Elvis Costello has to be the most down to earth person. I I've never met him. I would love to though. That's like royalty right there. That would be neat. Sometime this month, the last couple were released in the middle of the month, more than likely. It'll be the song Light and Darkness, and next month will be the legend before the album releases. Yeah, I'm actually subscribed to the channels now, so hopefully I get heads ups. Otherwise, if you guys let me know when they come out, oh, it's very helpful. Thank you. Yeah, Sophia Varga, I understand completely, Max. Yes. Noted. Noted. Did you guys see that thing with Ed O'Neill where he ran into Britney Spears in an airport? She wanted an autograph, and she took a photo with him, and it was like his kid or something that was like, "Dad, you took a picture with Britney Spears," and he's like, "Who?" Yeah, it's funny. I think it was on Ellen DeGeneres of all things, but hey. Oh, okay, crazy. So yeah, someone wrote today. I learned the set list in 48 hours. I didn't know what they were talking about, and now I do. That makes sense. So the singer they fired is Taria. I'm assuming crazy. No, it would be the middle singer. Oh, it was Taria. It was Annette. It wasn't Annette. Wasn't Annette in between the two of them? Aha, that makes sense. Yeah, because I thought it went Taria, Annette, then Floor. Oh, no, Max, how could you not like her? She was a little 8-year-old kid, and she was really, really good. No, my initial thought was watching it going, "Who am I gonna bring on to watch her with?" So since nobody's gonna be 48 minutes into this, I think I'm gonna bring Jeremy Colson on. And Jeremy Colson, if you guys don't know him, is, Steve Vai's drummer. And I think he'd really get a kick out of that. Jeremy's amazing. So I'll let you guys know. But I already talked to Jeremy and he said he would do it. So I think that will be really, really cool. I think he's gonna be blown away. Or of course he will, but no, it was the cutest video. And then the second one I watched, which is the one that you told me to watch, Mike, was really good, really, really good. And then it was Lisa, I think you said, who was playing guitar, and very, very talented. No, I'm pretty honest in these. If I don't like it, I say so. I know I'm gonna get yelled at, and it sucks when I do it because I'm like, they're gonna blast me on this. But I just, you know what? Why would you watch a reactor who just comes up with crap? What's the point if they just tell you, they feed you what you were supposed to hear? So I'm honest, and I mean, some of it depends on your mood too. So actually, I'm gonna release one tomorrow. They're gonna hate me for, but one of Flora's songs, it was a song she released, I think last year, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like the lyrics. I was like, this just I said it was dull. So spoiler alerts. That's what the topic should be. Joel's spoiler alerts. And that was the second Nightwish singer who Floor replaced. Tarja was the first singer. Right. So Tarja was first. She was with them for a really long time. And Net was there just for a little bit, I think. And then Floor came in, I think. So I should watch your doc and then I'll know. But that's what I thought. So Senri Kawaguchi. Okay. Yeah, seriously, crazy. I was pretty honest in the melt banana. And the thing that was funny about the melt banana is in the beginning when they're driving, I'm like, "Oh, this is super fun. This is gonna be." Honestly, what I was thinking, it was gonna be something like Maximum the Hormone, which I like a lot. And so I'm like, this is gonna be fun. And then as soon as they bust out the hamburgers, I think is when they start singing, and I'm like, ooh, this is painful to me, which we now know. So Max, who is it? There's one guy on the Discord that I'm with there. Who's it, Kevin? And man, they just every time this guy does a video, they just harp on him, and they're mean. It's like this guy doesn't shower. Thanks for showing us your ceiling again. And they're horrible to that guy. And I read it, I'm like, well, thank God they don't hate me as much as this poor dude. But I did. I logged on to the guy's thing to see how bad he was, and he was just boring. I don't know. He was just going on and on about. I didn't know what he was talking about, so I didn't last very long. So you know what I said, Big Ragu, was on some of those I picked it because I thought they were really cute. Big Ragu has written here that me reacting to Sue Metal is a little one, but they were really cute. So that the patissiere, the mini patty ones, the initial. No, I think you told me to do all three of them, Kevin. I think you did. But I react for reals. That's it, Kevin. Yeah. Ooh, they hate on that poor guy. But I really did like him. And then when Sue performing as a little kid, yeah, I was. Somebody kept asking me to do them again and again, and I'm kind of like, it's just weird. I keep doing these little girl videos, but she really was talented. And then what becomes hard is when you keep doing the same performance as a kid. I'm like, I can't keep saying the same thing though. I mean, this is boring. But yeah, I have a well versed catalog of Sue Metal's early material. Oh, there are more, Kevin. I thought there were only 3. I still haven't done the 3rd one. I did the one on crepes, and then I did, obviously, the one on, the unicycle one that was so cute, man. So, the hamburger, yeah, hamburger ones. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's called Mini Patty, and you guys should check it out. They're great. Cry Little Sister. So that was when I went to see, God, who's the guy who wrote Cry Little Sister? I should know his name. I can't think of it, but it's basically his only hit. And so he asked me to come watch him play. And I went into the bar and like nobody was in the place. And he played Cry Little Sister twice. I've never seen an artist do that. Have you guys ever seen that? Where they perform the song, in the middle. I was going to say halftime. They played in the middle and then they played the same song at the end. And that's when I went to see him. Gerard, something like that. Cry Little Sister's so good. How do you write a song like Cry Little Sister and then you don't have any other hits? That kind of blows me away. Yeah, it's from the Lost Boys. I can't think of his Gerard McMahon. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I did that like years actually, that's how I found one of my favorite bands. I really like I like them so much I can't remember them. No, Blind Melon. So I started trying to listen to music from one hit wonders and see how bad their other stuff was. And I became a huge fan of Blind Melon because their catalog is amazing. I used to drink a lot more, so I was listening to Blind Melon and I called up Dizzy from Guns N' Roses and I'm like, "How could you not tell me how good Shannon Hoon was?" And I was genuinely mad at him. Like, "Why did you not clue me in?" Suzuka's appreciation surprise party. You told me that, Michael? Shan, rest in peace. So what if you can send me the link, Michael, if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it, and I'll do it, of course. Um, See, back to the little kid videos. It's just all circles around. um, what pisses me off, Max, how come they don't include Shannon Hoon on these lists? The Chris Cornell, Scott Weiland, who I worked with, and these other people. Why isn't Blind Melon included? I don't understand. Never. Well, they were a one-hit wonder, but I was saying if you listen to the rest of their catalog, oh God, it's so, so good. Give Blind Melon a listen to. You'll become a big fan. Amazing stuff. Right. Sorry, Kevin, just reading what he's written here, guys. It is funny to me that the J Metal fans also know Nightwish, it seems. It does seem like it's this whole picture, and a lot of the stuff that I'm reacting to, you guys know all of it, it seems, in my head. I don't know if I'm right, but it just feels that way. Oh, the band America? Oh, yeah. Well, you had, George Martin producing it all, so but America's fantastic. Lonely People is one of the most beautiful tracks ever written, and Sister Golden Hair, oh god, fantastic. Hi from Scotland. Hey, Edward, right on, man. I've been to Scotland once. It was difficult because there was this see, my girlfriend's listening. I was in Scotland, and there was the most beautiful bartender, oh, and I kept ordering beers from her 'cause I just was hoping she would talk to me, but as soon as she heard my American accent, it was just 0 interest, nothing. Or she coulda just had no interest anyway. But that was my Scotland thing. Scotland's beautiful, but boy, is it cold. You know, when I did my book, I was doing podcasts, and that's what gave me the idea to start one of these, and they were in Scotland. It was a husband and wife, and I'm talking to them, and they were very amateur at it, but they were very, very polite. And they said usually at the end they bring their kid on who's in elementary school, and the kid asks the tough questions, but the kid wasn't there because they're at their friend's house. So I was making a joke how happy I was. But in the middle of this was a washing machine. And they were doing the wash while they were talking to me. And I was like, that's what you should call your podcast, doing the wash. Because even if the guy's boring who you're talking to or whatever, at least you got the washing done. And I thought that was great. Anyway, welcome, Edward, and thank you. I appreciate the nice words. That's very cool of you. Thank you. She didn't understand what I was saying. I don't know. I think she understood clearly. I was probably 22 years old, and my eyes were bigger than my head. It was gorgeous. I haven't watched a documentary about Anvil. I know who Anvil are, though. It was sent to me through the publicist who was pushing it, and I never replied to the publicist. So I know that they came out with it, but I didn't watch it. But it's very good. Is it crazy? I bet you are, Bagward. We love the one hit wonders. The one I looked at was it Dixie and the Midnight Runners, just to hear. They must have tried so hard to push for a second hit, and I think they did have a second hit that did okay in Australia, but oh yeah, I couldn't really do it. And then they're not one hit wonders, but the Proclaimers, I would walk 500 miles, and they're popular up in. I think we're in Scotland, right, Edward? I think the Proclaimers are Scottish. So, I didn't like the rest of their stuff very much either. Edward's gonna sign off after hearing that now, but I probably was too loud. I was, like, 22 years old. You know what I did when I was in Scotland? It's bad, but I went into a nightclub with my mate, and, I got a pitcher of vodka, and I drank the whole pitcher of vodka that night. So that's why they probably didn't think too good of me. I couldn't blame them. So, drunk roadies. Woo! Oh, Jeff Lindsay, hello. Jeff Lynne is absolutely amazing. Getty Lee did laundry on stage? I don't know. Where did our Canadian go? Tell us. Smithereens. Yeah, Smithereens was cool. Yeah, I'll give it a go if you say it's good. I remember Anvil, and the documentary, it was, like, last year, I think they came out with it, so it's good to hear. It's nice there's a good one on Pennywise too, if you like punk. The Pennywise one is interesting in that what it talks about, and I don't wanna spoil the film, I won't, but the singer wanted to stay at home more, and he wanted to see his kids. So, the rest of the band can't make money without him. And that's basically what the documentary on Pennywise was about. And it was cool. It's a big deal. You're stuck. Without this guy, I can't pay my bills. Oh, Green Onions. Yeah. Very, very good. So is Green Onions, I think it's the only number one hit that has no words, right? I saw that too. Crazy with John Lennon. Yeah. Retract your message, Beg Ragu. Jeez Louise. Did you guys ever see, a really good documentary? I think it won Sundance, but The Devil and Daniel Johnston. Did anybody see that? That's like edge of the seat stuff. Or do you guys know Daniel Johnston? Hopefully somebody does. Actually, I spoke to him. We'll see if any of you guys know, because if you don't, you're gonna be like, "What a boring story about somebody we don't know who the heck you're talking about." We could do that. I'll make you guys watch that film and then we talk about it. Well, thank you, Big Ragu. There are no spelling errors allowed. So I wonder what Geddy Lee is gonna do these days. It's hard when you lose a band member when there's only what, three of you. I just listened to Tom Sawyer today, actually. He had a lot of issues, crazy, but yeah, I think he was schizophrenic. Yeah, or I think, yeah, 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 there was a lot. He was mental. He was put in a mental institution. Barry Gibb. Never heard of the move. I'll have to give it a listen. That's neat. It doesn't sound like too many of you guys know Daniel Johnson. So check out the movie. You'll become an instant fan. Unfortunately, he passed away, but I was gonna do a graphic novel with him, which would have been really cool. Just it did not happen. So he started working on it, and then his brother pulled him from it because there were some issues. I can't remember, but well, I can. It's just boring. Nonetheless, watch The Devil and Daniel Johnston. Really good. Yeah, yeah. With Brian Wilson, I'm reading about Brian Wilson. Must have been crazy. I mean, I know Brian Wilson also has his mental issues, but to watch them go without you, where it's like you are the band, it'd be really strange. Blackberry Way. Yeah, I'll give it a go. That's actually kind of cool. I don't think I'll react to it. I don't know if people will watch it, but I guess I could. I've tried to do some stuff like that that just be fun for me, but people don't watch them, so I just listen. Oh, I love Karen Carpenter. Oh, long ago and far away. So I actually said that on my book. That's the cover. Scott Weiland like the Carpenters. It's Scott Weiland like the Carpenters. Ozzy drinks rosé or something. It was. I should know it's my book, but anyway, he had a ton of Carpenters stuff in his CDs, and boy, could she sing! She was so talented. And then last time we were on here, somebody brought up Delaney Bramlett, which blew me away. But Bonnie Bramlett wrote "Superstar" for the Carpenters. It was really tragic. Karen Carpenter is a massive loss. See, again, though, what I was saying last time, it's like Kurt Cobain. He would have written more material that we would have liked. Karen Carpenter was such a good singer. There was a lot left in her. There would have been a lot more hits, I think. So, but I can listen to the Carpenters again and again all day. I just love it. Nightwish is your favorite band, Edward? I'm getting pretty into them. I really like them. But to me, it's like this fine wine. I'm being very slow going through it because it picks me up. I just love the stuff. She was really good. You know who else I like a lot? And I don't know why, but why Karen Carpenter remind, but Edith Piaf. Love Edith Piaf. Sabaton, then Epica. Sabaton, I'm starting to like get into. I don't know why. Out of the gates, I wasn't in love with them. and then I'm starting to like them more and more, which is interesting because usually I like something and then I like them more. It's not that I didn't dislike them. I just wasn't like head over heels. But I'm starting to really like them, and it's I think because of that animated video, that Night Witches one. I was like crying at the end of it. It was really beautiful. There's a lot of crazy stories about Courtney Love, Max. So when I was interviewing all the roadies, there's a couple people you'll bring up just to kind of get it going with some good stories, and Courtney Love was one of them. If you want to hear some good ones, I brought on Mark, and he was Nine Inch Nails' tour manager when they first started, and so he had some great Courtney Love stories. They were funny. They were quite entertaining. With actually Courtney Love, so she had a storage facility in LA, and this was before I was selling memorabilia. Otherwise, I would have jumped on this. I wasn't thinking. And she lost the storage unit, and inside were albums of Kurt Cobain and her kid, Frances Bean, and Edward Norton, and just all these people hanging out. And it was all these photos, and the guy wanted like 10 grand. And I'm like, absolutely not, man. I mean, what am I going to do with photos of this guy? So I reached out to her manager, who's a good friend of mine. And I said, does she want him back? I can get him back. And he's like, ugh, I don't want to deal with it. So I don't know what happened to those. Actually, I think they might have sold at auction, but I didn't get them. So that's my Courtney Love story. Not that great, but hey. I did not check out ABBA's newest stuff, but it's good, is it? So if you look up Superstar, Bonnie Bramlett wrote it with Leon Russell, Big Ragu. She was the subject of La Vie en Rose, and I remember not liking the movie very much, but it came out a long time ago, and I was really young when it came out. I feel like I was in high school when it came out, but yeah, Edith Piaf is wonderful. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I'm doing now, which I am savoring it, and I'm really enjoying each step. But when you're going slow, you get to feel it all in, rather than just. So with Baby Metal, I rushed. I was I was enjoying that people were finally watching the podcast after like a year and a half of doing interviews, but I was also I was sucking all this great songs. I was really liking it, and I appreciated that. With Nightwish, there's just so much, so I'm taking my time going through it and loving every second of it. I don't remember. I feel like it sold at auction crazy, that thing, but it was a treasure trove because it was hundreds and hundreds of photos. And I would have jumped on it now. I just didn't. And another Kurt Cobain one. This was in college. This dude, who was like this weird stoner guy, he had been on a plane with Kurt Cobain, and he this was before they were really famous, but they were starting to go. And Kurt Cobain had written a poem on a barf bag and given it to this guy. And then he had a photo with him, and Francis is a little baby. And it's a photo of, I don't remember if Courtney was in the photo or not, but it's Kurt Cobain, the barf bag, and this guy. And I tried to get a hold of the guy to see if he still had it, but I don't have a way to. But that would be cool. I mean, really cool. I was offered a notebook of, oh, California Love. What is it? Rapper guy, Death Row Records, Tupac's notebook of all these songs. And the guy was ripping the pages out of the notebook and selling them individually. There's a lawyer who I work with told me, and I was just pissed with the guy. Why would you do that? Douchebag. But I didn't buy that either. Yeah, the Bramlett thing was cool. You made my day because it brought back good memories. So this guy Delaney Bramlett, I talked about in the last one, but he was a big deal. There's that one movie with Janis Joplin and the Grateful Dead on the train, and Delaney's in there too. And he just told me, he wrote a song, and it was called The bitch threw my records out in the rain. And starts playing the song. And so his wife, her name's Susan, comes in at the time, and Susan's like, "Stop playing that damn song, Delaney." And he goes, "Because it's a true story. She destroyed all my records." And that was about Bonnie. He hated her. So it was a little awkward, but he was a neat guy, man. Romanticide. Okay. Maybe I'll do it next. Like I said, I'm trying to pick strategically, but okay. Shirley Manson and or Garbage. I never did see them. I don't believe. I did not. And their LD was with on STP with me. So they're really good people. She is a cool girl. Yeah, he had good stories. So she sang him happy birthday on stage in front of the whole audience. This roadie guy, which so she's good people. Artificial intelligence will write hit songs. Huh. Well, the problem is that a hit song these days, Max, doesn't necessarily mean it's a good song. So maybe. Rock set, come join the joyride. Nice. What was her name? She passed away too. The Vakken Show Mega. All art has already won art and photography competitions. Oh, Al art, sorry. Though a full song may be more complex. I don't get it. Sorry, crazy. Early country music. So one of the flyers I had was from the 1930s, I think, and it was for what's the biggest name in country? Hank Williams, and that was cool. I sold that. I don't have it anymore. I still have some neat stuff. I have so Prince. I like Prince a lot. I hope we all do, right? And he would write out his set list, and then he would give it to the PA, who's my friend, and she would then type it out and then hand it out to the crew and put on the stage or whatever. And I got 5 of them because what he would do is after giving them to her, he would go get them back. And there was about 5 times that he forgot through the years to come and collect it for whatever reason. So I bought those set lists and I still have those, and that to me is really neat. Uh, is that the same Delaney and Bonnie that hit "Does your bubblegum lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight?" Early '70s, I believe. Huh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Edward, do you know? I've never heard that song. "Kill the Humans" will be the first hit. It's a little dark, but it is funny. That would definitely change our interest in music stuff. Juan Gabriel. Wow, 10 grand's a lot of money, Julian. So the problem with the home video is if you could release it. I mean, I've had some weird ones. There's a guy, he's a big collector. I had Stevie Nicks' top hat from Rumors, and he bought it for me, and he bought some other stuff. Well, he had we'll say, an adult film of Lane Staley and Lane Staley's girlfriend, both of whom died. She died as well from heroin. And he was trying to sell it to me, and this is different. Yours is them singing. And sorry, Julie, it's not the same thing. But I'm like, what am I going to do with it? So with that one, it's what they can do with the material to make it worth a lot. 10 grand's a lot of money. But if you love it, you love it. I sell everything pretty much. But the thing is, I had so much stuff come and go that I just stopped caring or as much. So you want to see something neat here? Hold on, I'll show you guys a fun one here that I think I'll get you guys laughing. I think you'll get a kick out of it. 2 seconds. So this is Justin Timberlake's outfit from NSYNC. I don't know if we're gonna laugh or not, but it's kind of random. Oh, the bitch comment with throwing out possessions. Got it. Yeah, what were some of the other Delaney stories? He would get into big fights as a kid, him and the Allman Brothers. Go on, beat everybody up. I don't think it's John Denver. I love John Denver. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about Timberlake, Big Ragu, and he would get a kick out of it. He is a really nice guy. I think he's done pretty good movies too. The one he did with the killer stuff was I went to school with all those guys. So that was a trip, man. Alpha Dog. Gary King. Nice. I've had some cool guitar picks. I had a Gilmore guitar pick at one point. But I like guitar picks because they're fun and they're so easy. They're just so small. They're easy to keep. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was one of the things I was talking to a friend of mine. Is they do reality shows. We were going to do a reality show on memorabilia that I was going to do, and I don't know. I just don't keep as much of it anymore, just because you come and go with so much stuff. So I did not sell them because the guy that wanted to buy them told me that he was going to make copies and sell them. Hmm. I don't know if you can. I'm not sure because it's still them. I'm not sure. Maybe you did the right thing, Julian. Yeah, we were talking about maybe doing a podcast talking about memorabilia. And the biggest thing with memorabilia is, or what I think I would do if I was to do that, would just explain to people like what's worth collecting, quote unquote, how not to get ripped off, that kind of stuff. Because there's so much counterfeit crap, and it annoys me. I hate it when people get ripped off. I think we all do, but so I'll tell you crazy. So I was working for Stone Temple Pilots, and then I got this gig doing NSYNC's music video for Pop. It's called Pop, the song. And I was with you. I'm like, I do not want to work for this stupid boy band that the girl I liked at the time was in love with. So I was, but they were really nice guys, and I'll tell you, they were incredibly talented. To watch them dance and perform was really neat. So, and it's hard to like not like a band that was really nice. Angra, no, I have not. I'll check that one out too. I'm doing my pen. Hmm. You might have to remind me again, Max. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, the one that was funny is all the ones I wrote down that you guys told me to react to. Nobody watched the videos. So I was like, we did all these videos and got like a total of 100 views. And I thought it was kind of funny. So, was it you, Max, who told me about Voodoo Kung Fu? I don't remember who it was. It was right when I started. It wasn't. Killer stuff. It's like Tool. I mean, they're all Chinese, though. Whoa, again, an hour and 20. It's crazy how quick this thing goes. You're in the morning, right, Edward? You're 8 hours ahead of me, I think. Oh no, you're early hours of the morning. Lonnie Donegan. I don't know who that is. Maybe I'll listen to that tonight as I eat my din din. Yeah, it's pretty early, Edward. I go to sleep. Well, I wanted to make you happy, crazy. Yeah, I wanted to go through the list, and so and like I said, I like trying different stuff, so oh, okay, sorry, big. Yeah, I'm gonna give everybody a heads up, I think, next time, so, at this one, I've been writing to Kevin on Discord and just, "Hey, are you around?" And then I know I at least have one person to talk to. But I'm gonna formulate. I just have to decide like, should I make topics or just hangout sessions or what I'm gonna do with this stuff. And then because there was a lady who had commented on there, she was upset she had missed it, which was nice, right? But I give if I'd given her a heads up, then maybe she'd be on here too. So I think we're gonna wind down here soon anyway, Big Ragu. Sorry, I am blaming Kevin. I totally did, didn't I? Yeah. It's just kind of fun to see if you log on randomly who the heck comes on to say what's up. So that's fun. Yeah, that's what's the thing, Julie, and it's difficult. I have a friend whose father is a big name in the music industry, and so he did too. Somebody put some stuff on eBay, and it's like personal family stuff. So he reached out to the guy, and the guy was, no, I don't think he did initially. He asked me to, and I did. And the guy has it on there for like 25 grand, and nobody's going to care other than the family. And that's it. People don't understand the real value of things. But what he had was just like whatever. But it was more interesting, like, how did you meet my uncle? Because that's where I know you got it from, type stuff. So he didn't get it in the end, but it was just random stuff about his dad. Oh, they have to have a topic to gain entrance. That could be funny, Big Ragu, because the topics could be very fun, the random ones. Or you know what we could do? The first person to log on who comes up with a topic is the topic that we have to talk about. Something like that. I didn't understand the reaction phenomenon, Max. I do now because you guys have explained it to me, and it makes sense. But in the beginning, I'm like, why would you want to watch somebody watch a band you like? But I get it now. Yeah, I think you're right, Michael. I think I have to have something to get that's what I'm thinking. Something just to get it going, and then we can tangent to whatever, and who cares? A topic cover charge. Yeah. Lonnie Donegan is a Scotsman. I've got some random stuff on my computer that's UK type stuff. I got there's some Aussie stuff too that's very random. You'd probably get a kick out, or you probably know Edward. I'd have to find them. Oh, no way. So did your friend shoot the video, Julian? I think we'll do another 5 minutes and call it a day, guys. What do you think? Here's a question for you guys. Are most of you on Twitch as well? Oh, wow. Okay, Julian. Good night, Mega. Thank you. So initially, that was it. Crazy. I said this in the last one, but I own the sheet music to the wall. Pink Floyd's The Wall, and I brought that out as my big reveal. Like, wow. But that still nobody watched my podcast. It didn't matter. What it was is this guy who I'm friendly with, this reality, he does these reality shows. So he does the TV show Overhauling. They steal your car, they fix it all up, awesome, and then you get it back. And then they do other car shows and stuff. They're cool guys. So I was telling him with this podcast, I wanted to keep building it, and I got a lot of eyes. I'm getting over a half a million views a month now, which is really cool. And so I'm like, it has to be worth something to you guys. We could do it. And he said, well, we'd have to have a number of channels. So that's one of the streams, but the other stream would have to be something like memorabilia because he knows I do it. My phone rings all day with people trying to sell me stuff. So I just don't know. I don't know if people would watch that or not, but there's probably some video. I'm sure there's stuff already out there. What do you mean, Michael? Which questions? Yeah, see, I'm thinking the same thing about Twitch. I did it. I have a Twitch thing, but I don't know how it works. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna stay on just this YouTube live and kind of get it dialed in a little better. Dialed in isn't and that's the thing. Everybody's all over the world, so what would be the best time for me to get the most access to everybody? And then, the Nightwish fans, do they wanna hear about the fans talking about Love Bites? They don't be bored. So, I mean, that I don't think I can control, so I didn't even know what Twitch was a few months ago either, so this is all so new to me. I feel like the old man. I don't understand. I'm like, I don't know what any of this stuff is, but it is fun. It is. It's like a giant video game. It's my English tea. That was one of the big things that I changed Big Ragu. It was all of the videos are in HD. I was told that helps with stuff, and so it was cool when I figured out how to export in HD. No, you're wrong, Julian. I can't do the videos on Twitch. They'll kick you off. I think you can do audio streaming though, I was told, but you can't do videos. So that's why I was thinking, like, well, what do we talk about? So I'm with you, Edward. Yeah, I don't know Simone Green. No, no, I grew up on. So my dad was English, and so we had all the classics. I loved Dickens. People don't like it's just so long, but I loved Charles Dickens, and Jules Verne was my go-to. And so a lot of the older writers, but contemporary, I don't read as much as I should. Is the truth. So because I'm either doing this a lot or I am working on my second book. So very slowly right now. I got to start doing that again, but I got to take time away from this to get time for that. And then obviously I have a job too. So do rock bands play Guitar Hero? I don't know if Guitar Hero is as popular as it was, but I'm sure at some point they did with their kids. Oh, you mean, Michael, me bringing on, people. So I can. The thing is how could I bring them on live with me? They'd have to be sitting next to me, I think, right? I don't think I can have them on with me, or I have them in the comments, but then they'd have to type. So I'd have to figure out logistically. I think I'd have to get someone to come here, which is hard because these guys mostly don't all live locally. So Um, I just don't know Julian. I haven't done it on Twitch, but I guess we could try. Yeah. I know if I get on Twitch, no one's gonna sign on because I've only ever been on Twitch twice ever, and that was just trying to get my name on there, Joel Roadie, get it before someone else did type thing because everybody wants it. I don't know. I think Simone R. Green is fun enough to inspire a lyricist. That's cool. So I have a Patreon, and honestly, the benefit of the Patreon is that it let me know a couple people and get some good suggestions for stuff to react to. So, but it's hard to get people to join the Patreon, and I'm not after the money grab. I do appreciate the people that are paying me on it. I think it's really nice of them, but I didn't do this to try and make money. I think it'd be really hard. So, if I can buy a beer here and there that people give me money on, you guys, it's cool. My buddy paid for this beer because I watched a cool video. I think that's neat. But to make real money on this, I don't know how they do it. I've been told it's the little kids reacting to stuff and they do good. Yeah, Tank the Tech. We talked about him a lot last time, Max. Yeah. The Classics 4. Oh, hello, Stefan. How are you? Oh, sorry about your cousin, bro. SteamYard. So I was told about SteamYard, and I might because the thing right now, I got this stupid glitch thing on Zoom, and I can't record audio separately, which I like to do because I like having everything really clean. I don't want to talk over other people because it gets irritating to listen to. And so if they don't fix that, I got to figure out the next one. Good night, Edward. Have a good evening. I think we're going to finish up here soon anyway. Sorry, Stefan, you just got on, but I'm going to give everybody a better heads up next time. It has been fun, Edward. Thank you. I like getting to know you. I appreciate it. Listen to some Carpenters or some America on your way to bed. Are you Finland, Stephen? Oh, you said Germany. Sorry. Most brutal pranks? Guess we could try it. I don't know if people would watch, but we could give it a go. There's been a couple that I thought people would watch for sure, and like nobody watched. So I was kind of laughing, like, well, I don't have my finger on the pulse, do I? Well, guys, I think I'm gonna clear off, go eat some dinner. But I guess to finish things up, what time so I'm in Los Angeles. What time do you think would be best for you guys? Thank you, Max. That's very nice of you. How many people would be in the Hall of Fame? That's good. Thank you. Big Ragu, I tried watching a few of them just to understand how it goes, and I found the people doing them were kind of boring. They just sat there staring at the screen, or their comments were just like daft. So I didn't watch a lot of it though, because I kind of wanted just to do my own vibe. And so far it's good. I just like being myself. I got this, and I love some of the comments. Yeah, I just sit there with a big dumb grin, which I think they kind of do. I like the stuff, so all of a sudden they're smiling away. And there was one. It was this guy in Russia, and I said the song sucked, I think, and he wrote, what sucks is that your hat is too small for the frame of your body. And I thought that was so funny. And I was gonna write him back, like, "That was awesome." And my girlfriend's like, "No, no, don't do that, because you're just gonna egg them on." But I'm like, "But that was funny." I don't know what the algorithm is. I mean, I think crazy, like I'm just doing so many videos. I figure I'd hit it across the board, but I don't know. Yeah. Oh, okay, crazy. I will. Yeah, I don't know about the weekends either. I think I want to try and keep it to the weekdays too. Okay. But you're in Arizona, so I think we're the same time. I hear you, Big Ragu, but I actually don't do those long outros too often. And I do it because I'm kind of eager to listen to the next song too sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's because there's like no book. They don't know. So people just try them and just kind of see how it feels. But the ones I don't like is the ones that go on and on and on. I don't want to watch 40 minutes for a 4 minute song. 2 p.m., huh? So 2 p.m. here would be 10 p.m. for you, Edward, which isn't that late, is it? Because then I could hit up Europe. But then what time is it in Japan? I think Japan is just 1 day ahead. So yeah, maybe I do it in the middle of the day. Well, for me. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It's just stupid. I agree, Julian. It's not a commercial. The whole thing's only supposed to be like 10 minutes. So why do I need a little blurb? What do they call it in the beginning when you do that? A teaser. I don't need a teaser. I do a teaser every now and then on the ones where I bring in friends, but I don't have that teaser in the rest of the episode. So it's something different. 14 hours. So if it was 2 p.m. here, it would be um oh, it wouldn't be crazy. I think maybe 2 p.m. might be the time then. So I could do 2 p.m.s. So maybe we do 2 p.m. on Monday? Hmm. Wow, see, 6 a.m. in Japan, that's too early. Even if we pushed it and we did like 4, now you're midnight in Europe, and then you're 8 a.m. in Japan, which is people on their way to work. I mean, the other thing is I could do 2 of them at different times, one to appeal to different markets, and most of my viewers are not in America though, crazy. Most of my viewers, because it tells me I'm like 64% Japan, and then the second was Italy, because Måneskin, but I've been falling on Måneskin, I already reacted to everything. I think that's what it is. I did so many Måneskin videos. So now it's Finland. Number 2 for me is Finland. I think the US is number 4 for me, actually. I think I gotta mix it up too, Michael. Yeah, so maybe I do 6 p.m., like, on Mondays, and then I do 2 p.m. on Wednesdays. I think that might be the ticket. Oh, cool, Julian, alright. What part of LA are you? I think I'll probably keep them to, like, an hour, but it goes so quick, I mean. Oh, okay. I'm in Tarzana. Yeah, last night I went out to a friend's birthday or whatever, and the guy performing in the bar was the roller skate dude from Venice Beach. So it was awesome. They were like, you're that into it? I'm like, I'm totally into it. This is super neat, man. You know who I'm talking about, Julian? The guy with the turban? He's a landmark. He's been there since like literally like 1980. Oh, Big Ragu with the jokes. All right, I think I'm gonna wind down. I'm gonna go eat my dinner. But that was fun again. I appreciate it, everybody. And the next one's not going to be spur of the moment. The next one I'm going to tell everybody, and we'll see how many people log on. I'm going to do the community post next time. Crazy, yeah. I'm going to figure it out. Rose says hi. Is that my friend Ro? Is that Roshanda? If it is, tell her she should come over for dinner. Hey, we got friends. Yeah, we made sushi last night. Aaron's got sushi again tonight. I love some of the Spanish music. Thank you, Crazy. Yeah, we'll figure it out, Big Ragu. What I'm thinking is Monday, and maybe we do 2 p.m. on Monday just because Edward said it first. So we'll do 2 p.m. on. Does that work for you, Edward? If so, I'll do that, and then I'll figure out the next times and start to go. Good night, Michael. And maybe I'll even have a topic. All right, Edward. So I'll do it for Monday at 2 p.m. and I'll try and actually come up with something intelligent to say. It probably won't be very intelligent though. Maybe that's a good idea, Kevin. Maybe that's what we do. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. I'll put that together, Kevin. Well, it's sushi, so it's already called. But yeah, yeah, cool. All right, guys. Monday, 2 o'clock. If you're not there, we'll see you on the next one. I'll try and figure out how to do that and put that announcement out tonight, and we'll see who pops on. 7 p.m. here. It would be 2 o'clock, Edward? No, you're 8 hours ahead of me. So if it's 2 p.m. here, it would be 10 p.m., I think, for you. Oh, you work at night, Big Rigu? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna be able to get everybody, so I'm thinking of just picking a date and a time today, and then just start it. I mean, it will start sorting itself out, I think. Best night of the week and that kind of thing. I just want to stay away from the weekends, I think, too, because then I can do stuff. Oh, okay, then I'm wrong. Well, I was thinking 2 p.m. Yeah, it's our time, Big Rigu. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it would be a good way to learn English. I could start marketing to the schools. English from the roadie. Oh, you will be working. Yeah, okay. Well, Big Rigu, we'll figure it out. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll do 2 p.m. on Monday, and then I will shoot for the next one, but I'll put it up so you guys can see when it's going to be. And then we'll start to just meld a time and a dates that just kind of fit and see where it goes and if people enjoy them or not. I saw that, Big Ragu. It's funny actually. My friends, what they said, that's what they call it. They say it's Joel's OnlyFans page where people pay me to keep my clothes on. World metal fans are the best. It is true. I've met some really cool people so far. You think I should just keep changing the time? I mean, I could because I'm just going to put the announcement out, so it doesn't matter. But if people know it's like Mondays at 2, then maybe they come back. So I think it's just feeling it out. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm gonna put one out tonight. I'm just thinking 2 p.m. We'll do that. So 2 p.m. on Monday. Big Ragu. Sorry you'll miss it, but and then the next one, I will keep in mind that we're the same time zone, and I'll do it for when I. What time do you get off work? Are you 9 to 5er? Oh, and then here's a question. So it asks me at the end, do I want to leave this on for YouTube to see? Do you think leave them on or kill them or who cares? I figure who cares, but I also figure why would anybody watch these? Okay. Cheeseburger in paradise. Cool. Later, Max. All right, we'll have more questions next time. I'm going to try and think of a fun topic, whether we talk about it or not. Who cares? Do you think leave them up? I'm gonna leave them up because I mean, it just doesn't matter either way, is what I think. But I can't imagine people. Well, they're only an hour instead of these 2 hour ones. But anyway, whatever. All right, I'll see you all soon. 2 o'clock on Monday, I will be on this thing, and if you guys are here, awesome. And if not, I will see you guys on the next one. We'll sort it out. In the meantime, I'll get some more reaction videos up. So tomorrow I'm going to do some Ninganisu, which I'm excited about. I love Ninganisu. So, and we'll do some Nightwish. All right, guys, everybody have a good night. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And everyone have a good weekend. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Live streams may stifle you in the reach of your algorithm. YouTube prefers short videos. Interesting. But the live section is separate, crazy. I wonder if they separated on purpose. The problem with this kind of stuff is nobody I've talked to seems to understand the logistics. There's nobody who seems to know. So, oh, thank you, Edward. I appreciate that. That's nice of you. Hopefully, we'll build it to be even more fun. So, I'm gonna keep bringing on guests and stuff, which I think are the fun parts. So, anyway, I'll look into it. I'm gonna go eat sushi. Thank you, guys. See everybody soon. Have a good night.